morning, it's Barbara. Happy Vlogmas. Happy CoronaVlogmas 2024. It's Advent Day 1. I'm very excited. Good morning. Happy Advent Day 1. Happy CoronaVlogmas. I am sitting a little tipped so that you can see my wreath because I haven't decorated yet. So I think tomorrow I'm going to be taking a ride to Produce Junction, which is where I get all those wonderful poinsettias every year. And I'll have poinsettias all over the place and be almost completely decorated. My second cup of coffee. So I'm all set for my Advents. I have them all here. I have 5. But I wanted to... So I'm wearing my earrings. I forget the birds, some kind of partridge, I think. These were part of my Advent for Megan in New Zealand from years past. I am wearing my backbone sweater. I don't remember who the designer is, but I picked it because I really loved the collar. And this is an Advent sweater that I held my Advents double with a gray mohair. And I love it. It's one of my favorites. Christy gave me my Wonderskin lip stain because of this sweater. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering correctly, because this sweater with the mohair, I kept getting mohair in my lipstick. And so she gave me lip stain. So I got so I have a little color, but no lipstick gloss to have the mohair stick to. So there you go. Happy December, everybody. The time is passing. I think I told you a couple things I was going to do yesterday, but I didn't do either of them. I didn't even make the list. So I'm going to make the list today. Famous last words. Because I do have some things I have to do. I, in fact, have to have 2 lists. One, an executrix list, because there are a few things that I need to do. And then a, life list, because there are things I need to do. Things like, and I probably told you this yesterday, switching my winter clothes into my bedroom and my summer clothes out because it's 35 degrees and I'm wearing my sweaters pretty much every day. Fold up and put away my summer sweaters so I have room for my winter sweaters. That's one thing on my list. The other thing is to set up my watercolor station in my room. I keep pointing up there because my room is right above where I am. Because I want to make Christmas cards, 3rd thing on the list. So, yeah. I've been just not doing very much. Yesterday, I ended up reading a book I had read before. The second book is coming out on my birthday in March. And I decided I wanted to read it again. So I was very prepared. I'll probably read it again before then. But, old lady spies. Well, actually, they're assassins. Put out to pasture, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I did yesterday. Hung out with Aura, talked a bunch with Dennis and Aura, and read a lot. But I didn't really do very much other than that. I'm trying to think. I must have done something. But if it was anything, it was just a little, around the house thing that you do in your normal course of your day that it's hard to remember that you did, I emptied the dishwasher, that kind of thing. Anyway, happy Advent. I got a lovely gift yesterday from the wonderful Verena, the Onu hat. And this is by, I can't remember her name. She had a podcast. I'm not sure she still has a podcast, but she's the Passionate Knit Spinner. And it's got a doubled up brim, which I really like because it's very warm on your ears. So it's, I don't know if you start it out as a tube and then pick up stitches, or you just knit it long and then fold it over. Probably you just knit it long and fold it over. And then this top is brioche. I have done brioche one time. I did it as part of the exploration station, and I don't recall that it was too hard for me. I mean, I think I remember thinking, oh, this isn't bad. I don't know why I'm not doing brioche, and I've never done it again. So I think a hat size project is a good project to do techniques that you are not sure about. So anyway, this is a really wonderful hat, and thank you so much, Verena. I printed out the pattern in case I get inspired. I'm hoping I have enough knitting mojo in the next weeks to finish my Montrealer and to do my Advent knitting. And I have decided I am doing the unexpected turn for my Advent knitting. And this is the giant hat. I only print one thing in color. That turns into a giant scarf. And you just keep knitting it for a long time. And I think that seems like something I'm going to enjoy in my Advent, which is not thinking about things too much. And there's nothing that says I can't add a little, you know, change of stitch every once in a while. I could do that if I wanted. But anyway, meanwhile, this is what I'm going to knit for my Advent project. How that turns out, I have no idea. Whether I'm going to... Woo! Earthquake! Whether I'm going to be able to keep up with it or not, I don't know. The other thing is, Valerie gave me Knit Vent. This is the latest Knit Vent project. And it's a very pretty scarf. And I'm pretty sure it's a one skein scarf. And I love the tassels. I do like the tassels. And so that's Helen Stewart, beautiful as she is. And this one is called Elfish Shawl by Helen Stewart. Yeah, so that's a very nice little accessory shawl, as a, you know, or you could think of it a lot like a cowl. It's just for around your neck. And yeah, very pretty. Thank you again, Valerie. That was such a sweet thing. Okay, you ready for the Advents? So here's what it all looks like here. I should just do the other way so I can see what I'm showing you, but they're here. This is one Sweet Sparrow, Megan, Toads. This is Trilogy Yarn, and this box is my watercolor one that's not knitting related. So let's just see what we've got here. And day number 1 is down in the corner. I scoped that out. So I'm going to get this out, and I don't know if I can get it out on camera. Ooh. I might have to lay that down. All right, hold on. All right, so they're put in there so they won't all fall down when you take number 1 out of the corner, which is what I did. So that's good. So here we are. Those are the other ones ready to go. Excuse me, while I could have scratched my nose while you were looking the other way. And so this is the number 1 in the watercolors Advent. So this is from Megan. I recognize, oops, Dennis is cleaning the carpet upstairs. We think that Maisie has a urinary tract infection. That's unfortunate timing, however. I hope that's not too loud. These bags are the bags that I sent Megan her yarn in last year. So we are reusing, and here's my little gift. We've started, she started it, and so we send each other little gifts. And there is my yarn. And of course, these will be going in safekeeping to be reused next year for what I sent her. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. I do love that she balls them up for me. So she is a yarn dyer. And so she dyed this. Oh, this is going to match my Montrealer very beautifully. And can you see the sparkle? You can. You can see the sparkle. Oh, Megan, this is beautiful. I love the tonality of that. It is gorgeous. So if she does the same kind of thing that she did the last couple years, I'll get more teals, but they'll be different because of one reason or another. They'll be on a different base, or, you know, lighter or something. Well, this is so gorgeous. I hope that holds. Not that I expect to ever be disappointed in what I see from her, but isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Megan. Oh, yeah. So gorgeous. I haven't figured out how I'm going to keep organized here, because when I'm done, I'm going to have 100 minis because I have 4 yarn advents, right? All right, what's this? What's this? She wraps her stuff like Fort Knox. Oh my gosh. I kept the scissors here on purpose because I knew it was just going to be that much that way. Christmas. Oh, support Santa. Because Megan is in New Zealand, Christmas is in the middle of the summer in New Zealand. And so, adorable. Thank you, my dear. I haven't put the tree up yet, but he will definitely go in the tree. Definitely go in the tree. Adorable. Thank you, my dear. All right. Oh, there'll be wrapping paper for Maisie. Next comes Trilogy yarn. Now, Trilogy, I'm expecting might end up being the, well, we'll see, I guess. I guess I'll make a decision after I see them. But I'm expecting it to be sort of the first yarn in the hat. I had some idea that I would, let me cover up my face. Ooh, beautiful. Drew the Lizard. Oh, so that's beautiful. The theme of the Trilogy yarn advent is Alice in Wonderland. I have never read Alice in Wonderland. I have several copies of it because Dennis is a big fan. And, you know, it's one of those out of copyright books that you can get cheap. So I have several versions, including on my phone. That is beautiful, and you can see the sparkle in that. So, what do you think? Is that the way to start the hat? Yeah? We shall see. I had some idea that I might try to set up a little yarn winding station right here so I could wind yarn while I was talking, but I'm not sure I can do that, you know. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Nancy. All right, so these I'm starting with the fingering weight. So this is Sweet Sparrow. Now, Sweet Sparrow is a 10-gram mini. Like Megan and I exchanged 10-gram minis. This one is a 20-gram mini. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is like a mint chocolate chip. It's got little chocolate chips in it. That's beautiful. And this is also sparkly. All right, so we're starting off with a sparkly hat for sure. Oh, beautiful. Wow, and that goes. So these are my sparkles for day 1, December. Beautiful, beautiful. And they're all sparkles. I don't know if I think those two go together. We shall see. And there should be a little something, something in my envelope. Oh, there is. A little peppermint. Very Christmassy. I won't be eating it, but it was a very nice idea. And a cute little bag that has a stamp and a number 1. I had to cut it to get it off the garland. So I need to think about this, because I can always tape it so that it works on the garland again. So I'll be keeping it and thinking about it. But very pretty. Very, very pretty. All right. So now my 4th, excuse the crinkling. I didn't have to do that. Sorry. The 4th one is the Crafty Toads. And I got a DK weight from the Crafty Toads. When I opened it, I showed you this thing. Well, this thing is to tell you what day each box is. So this box is day 1. So I have to keep that together. And their theme, no Maisie, no Maisie. Maze, no. My dog has been using her hand too much. Although we think she might have a urinary tract infection. Did I already tell you that? We're going to take her to the doctor tomorrow, aren't we? So, Under the Sea. So, the Crafty Toads theme is Under the Sea. I went through, when I opened this box and showed it to you a couple weeks ago when it arrived, all these little boxes were bursting. So, I went in and I taped them closed because I didn't want any spoilers. Hold on. Okay, I got it. I taped it and then I couldn't get it untaped. All right, here we go. Actually, these little boxes are good too. I would have to actually put numbers on them. Ooh, Under the Sea. Under the Sea. Very, very sea-themed color. Very beautiful. And I wonder if they use these little stickers as their inspiration. What do you bet? So what's next for tomorrow? We'll see. We'll see what tomorrow's is. But this one matches the sticker pretty well. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, that I love too. All right, so this is DK weight. So will not be combined with the hat. It'll be its own thing. I did look to see if that hat that Verena gave me used DK, but it's fingering in the brim, but on a very small needle, and then it's the brioche is fingering held double, which is double knit, right? Pretty much. So the head of it could be done in DK weight, you would think. We shall see. Very pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, and that turned out to be a theme. This might just be the start of the hat. I think. Don't you think? In the spirit of Advent, start with day 1. We shall see. But I will need to wind up these, except for Megan's. Thank you, Megan. All right, that was my 4 yarny advents. I'm such a lucky girl. And now is my watercolor advent. Let's see what I have. I have a little paper stuff. I have a pretty little bag with a tiny little present in it. But I know what that tiny little present is. I can tell by its shape. Oh, she must have taken a lot of time to make these because she had to wrap that 2 times. But this is a half-size watercolor paint pan. That's what this is. With a shimmery teal. Oh my gosh, everything is sparkle. Everything is sparkle. So this is a paint pan. This is a watercolor paint half pan that I have things that it will fit in. And this is paint. Well, maybe today the first thing on my list will be to set up my watercolor station and at a minimum try this paint and see what it looks like. But it seems like a great color to use in a Christmas card, right? Maybe it will inspire a Christmas card. Look at that beautiful color. Okay, so far I am very tickled with my advents, I have to say. Not a big shocker. I got to put my tree up soon because I got surfing Santa for my tree. Oh my gosh. My whole tree is all going to be New Zealand ornaments because I get lots of New Zealand ornaments because they're adorable. And my tree is not very big. So I think we're going to... Oh, but you know what? I only have a garland on half of my... door there. See, that's my Sweet Sparrow Advent. But I have a whole nother side that could have a garland on it. And that garland could be New Zealand ornaments. I mean, even if she doesn't give me any more ornaments in this Advent season, I have lots. I could even hang up my earrings. I don't know. I have to think about it. Do not really have a plan yet for what I want to do for my decorations for Christmas. The last couple years, I have put this wreath over the mantle, moved it around. And I've had this wreath for 15 years, do you think, sweetie? Yeah, at least. Dennis doesn't love it. But he tolerates it, and I appreciate that. I really love it. So I bought it for Christmas. And then I decided I didn't want to take it down. We have the color, raspberry color, and it's kind of a raspberry color. You may not be able to tell. It's a little faded, possibly. But we have the raspberry color incorporated in this part of the room. We have a raspberry color chair. We have a raspberry color chair with stuff on it. Raspberry colors in the little accent wallpaper in the kitchen, which is right there. So I thought it just continued to go here, and I've never taken it down. But last year and the year before, I think both, I moved it over and put it in the middle of the fireplace above the mantle. And but I do not have any real idea of what I'm going to do in terms of my plan for decorating for Christmas. The only thing I have planned is that it's going on my list. It's going on my list, which I am going to be making today. If I do nothing else, I'm going to be making my list today. Although, I really need to... If I'm going to keep up with this Advent thing, I'm going to have to knit, and I'm going to have to try out my paint. So there you go. Now, this color doesn't have... She didn't tell me what the color was. But I think she like represents Da Vinci Paint Company. And I'm pretty sure she said in the thing that they donated the paints that are part of this Advent, which keeps the cost down for her so she can actually make a profit on it and not make it too pricey. So anyway, so that's where I am, folks. That's where I am. very excited. I am very happy with my day 1 Advents. I am going to start, and I am going to start with this color, Drew the Lizard. And Drew the Lizard as a title makes me think I need to Google the characters in Alice in Wonderland, because I have no idea who Drew the Lizard is. I feel like I really should be reading the book. Maybe I should do that as part of my Advent month as well. That wouldn't be a terrible thing to do. No, it'd be great. So Trilogy Yarns, Drew the Lizard as the start of my hat. So there you go. All right, I've been yammering on a lot. Enough. Megan, I love. I'm very excited. Thank you for joining me. Dennis is busy resuscitating his wine. Not kidding. I'm kidding. He has to keep topping up his barrel. And he was so clever. He rigged up this sort of drip bag, like an IV drip bag, that just drips little bits of wine into his barrel to keep it topped up, because you don't want oxygen in there, because it oxidizes the wine, which is not good. So, yeah, that's what he was doing in the basement. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go. I'm rambling now, and I have lists to make. I have yoga to do. I have yarn to wind, and I hope I get off my butt and go upstairs and organize my watercolor station in my room and start thinking about my Christmas cards, because now's the time. All right, I'm gonna go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all my Advent suppliers, and Megan. Love. Thank you so much, my dear. Please take good care of yourselves, everybody. Please stay safe and stay sane.